Hello, today I am talking about the book Drama by Raina Telgemeier. This is a pretty popular middle grade graphic novel from the 2010s. I'd seen it and heard about it before, but up until recently had never read it myself. I decided to read it because I was visiting with one of my best friends and she was telling me about this book and how much it means to her. And I decided because it's a graphic novel, it'd probably be pretty quick and easy for me to read. And I figured I would just check it out from the library the next time I went there. But then just a few days later, I saw it at the thrift store and I was like, sure, why not? So I picked it up. This book follows Callie, a middle school girl who loves theater. Now, she doesn't sing or dance very well, but she loves being involved. Her school is going to put on a production of Moon Over Mississippi, which I was informed by my friend is not actually a real musical, which makes sense because I'd never heard of it before, but I guess it's a fictitious musical created for this book. And Callie is going to be part of the stage crew. So this book is pretty much just about the time working on the play before it happens and then the play at the end. And throughout that, there is, well, some drama regarding Callie and boys and her friends and people on the stage crew not getting along, or in the cast as well, and things like that. There are these twin boys that go to her school who she hadn't met before that she meets. They become involved in it, and there's some feelings there, but some people aren't sure how the other person would feel and that sort of thing. So what did I think of this book? Well, for one, I always enjoy school settings. I always enjoyed school settings in books or movies, even when I was still in school, and I guess now just because I can relate to it and understand it. Although I didn't go to a school like this, like I never had like plays or productions or anything like that at that point in my life, so it is cool to read about it. And this book did remind me of Melissa and Green by Alex Gino, both of which middle grade novels that I read earlier this year that involved plays, so those were fun as well, and I enjoy reading about it. Also, this being a graphic novel, I did like the art. It's very colorful, it's got a kind of cartoonish, very expressive style, though I think some of that is because some of the characters, especially Callie, are very expressive. I think that she is very determined and ambitious and passionate. She can be a bit dramatic, but that's understandable. I mean, she's a middle school girl, so some of her feelings, it's like, yeah, I get it. I thought that the interactions and relationships between the characters in this book were pretty realistic to what middle school can be like. Some characters were more likable than others, but I think that was the point. And some of the characters have some good character development, which is always nice in a book. Is there a lot of drama? Well, I would say so, but I would say it's within appropriate length for this age range. I wouldn't say there's constantly drama happening all the time, that there's no downtime, but I mean, there is some drama involved, but it wasn't like too crazy, I would say. But I think especially towards the end, it ramps up a bit, and that could be entertaining for some people. When I first picked up this book from the thrift store, I didn't think I was going to read it right away because I was already reading a few different books and that was already getting a little overwhelming. But I decided to read it later that night when I got it because I figured it's a graphic novel, it won't take me long. And it did help me get into the reading mood. Like sometimes when I would go to read, I would start with this book, help me get into that headspace because it's not as hard to focus on. And I did enjoy my time reading it whenever I was. It was fun, easy, light reading. I like that this book offered just a little bit the perspective of what it can feel like to be a twin, and there's some diversity in this book, which I thought was good. I was satisfied with the conclusion. I didn't absolutely love the book. I thought it was decent. I thought it was good. I would give it like a 3.5 stars. I think I would like to read more by the author. I know she has some other really popular books like the Smile series. Those are some other books I've seen many times. Like, they're popular enough that you'll see them in Target and stuff, but I've never read them. And because they're also graphic novels and could offer me a perspective I haven't had before, I'm thinking I will check those out from the library sometime. And I think I would like to read more graphic novels in general, so I'm excited to read more of those in the future. I think that is all I have to say about Drama by Raina Telgemeier. If you've read this book or anything by this author, please let me know your thoughts. Or if you have any graphic novel recommendations, they don't gotta just be middle grade, it can be anything really. I do love a lot of middle grade and young adult, but it could be whatever, I suppose. And thank you for watching.